This is a journey all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down. And if you'd like to take a minute, just sit right there. I'd like to tell you about the time I became a prince of a town called Creek Crack Squad. Okay, I was watching here. Let's dig right in, shall we? I was watching a little bit of this fella here. He goes by the name of Scott Skeptic. Respectable fella. Maybe partially inspired, I decided to do something similar. Very level-headed fella here. He just does his channel, and it's a mix of things. I am personally somebody that doesn't ever want to stay in one particular lane. It's too boring. I'm so damn manic. I need all of the lanes. So yeah, I'm gonna just do a little freshener and get a little piece of his content on. I went on his page and just said, "Yo, bro, is it cool if I just use some of this? Not gonna monetize. I'm not taking anything away, and see how a pro kind of handles it because he's, pro in the sense of he's definitely more poised than I. Probably been at it longer. And then I want to see some comments recently left by one of my greatest, biggest fans ever. So go on, Scott Skeptic, sir. Take it away and show me how it's done so I can be as graceful, sir.
Today is a good day. It's always a good day when you get to look at your comments and leave, watch these comments, read the comments, and you get people talking shit. I enjoy it. Look,
It's better than breakfast and coffee, and in this case, this will be my second dinner here. Second, I prefer to eat it for breakfast, but I'll accept the second dinner.
y'all may think, see, I get all these comments and they're lovely. So let's break it down why this comment was put on my in my comment section on my last video.
Okay, so he's going with like being introspective first, and then checking out why was this comment put on in the first place. So let me take a page out of his book. Let's go to that little silly video that I done did. Bet you, no. He did not respond, but he spammed. Oh boy, did he spam my last video. This is the guy that told me yesterday to touch grass too. Okay,
It's got their fuck.
give me a moment here. All right. He goes by Tennessee TriStar, also known famously as Tennessee Royalty or Tennessee Cook. Tennessee of no accountability. I asked if his lips are feeling the strain from all the glazing. I'm shaking. My nerves are getting to me just looking at this comment here. All right. Just remember, Eli. Oh my God, he said my name. I never signed an NDA, so I can expose every single Discord message. Imagine not realizing the trash talked because alcohol was being consumed. Sheesh, imagine. Well, yep, I'm a guy that's made mistakes, and I've had the bottle. Matter of fact, this is just a cover right here. So let me just do the thing. If I'm going to, I suppose, get to the accusations, why not live up to it, right? So this Zephyr Hills is special. Goes down hard here. Ooh, that's rough. That's rough. Man, never gonna let me live down that I've had alcohol in the past. I don't know how I'll ever recover. Oh, and my response was, good thing I hardly used it, but I did, for sure. Very, very little. Never a big, huge Discord fan, but a lot of people that I intend to collaborate with having a Discord. We have stuff to come, and it's inevitable. I'm going to have to just get back into that as well. So I guess he was just watching and glazing and going comment by comment here. Leave it up to Eli to think these dudes deserve a free handout. This is regarding Upchurch complaining about people that started work, quote unquote. I gave them infinite money and, they didn't finish the job, and all I did was propose, hey, if you're going to give people work and pay them, wouldn't it be on you, the employer, to make sure the job gets done? can't blame anybody else but him for letting it ride for 4 years, right? I don't think that's a scandalous take. So, in that regard, to think these dudes deserve a free handout, not what I said, and 2 houses and 7 trucks, and not do the work they're paid to do. Hints Eli used to work at a liquor store and called it a job. Oh my god, I had I had jobs. I worked for a living. That's a shameful look these days. I don't get it. Like, okay, there's the unemployed that do this kind of shit, right? And they're always like shamed. You get a job, and then you have a job, and it becomes ammunition for their arsenal. So I worked for a big corporation that just so happened to have liquor stores, and I was the specialist. That was a great gig, by the way. And then I worked for a family owned business supporting local businesses that's been around for 20 years. Shame on me. Shame on me. Oh, this one hits close to home, so why not make it as public as possible? Close to home, hell, it hits my home. You still living in your mom's spare bedroom in her apartment? Where are you getting your info, man? This is not an apartment. She must be working today. You're not whispering like you usually do. Okay. Let me just read my response. I am her caretaker. Okay. When I am here, when I'm not working, I'm her caretaker. Yes. I just got done making sure that she had her dinner. She is 80 years old. She has gout, osteoporosis, arthritis. I guess it's easy to be a keyboard warrior. Get the balls and hit a live button and say all this or panel up or something. But, you know, I see nothing but pot calling kettle. Yesterday, I'm in my car and he's telling me I go outside every day, like a big flex. Dude, you're such a big guy, man. Like, I am intimidated all to hell, which is why I'm reading this. Oh, what was it? I don't want to miss anything. LMFAO, you're welcome. You're welcome. So if you wasted over 500K on work to be done and the dipshite, thanks for the censorship, that that you paid just didn't do the work and said, whack, church is mean. That's not how that played out. You're doing revisionism here. Okay? There's no real victors just yet. I mean, I think there are. That nobody's rewriting history except you here. Okay? He screwed his friends over. You can make the argument that they were screwing him over, but you had people that were friends, were not beefing, and he seemed very lackadaisical about paying a soul. Whose fault is that? Wouldn't you be pissed off too? Upchurch legacy is way bigger than any of the dudes you follow. That's a fact. Any of the dudes I mean, shit, man. I follow some biggins out there. That's just false. But if that's, I know you need to believe that in your heart and soul for the sake of your sanity. I don't want to, break the barriers of your brain and have you realize that Ryan Upchurch is just a human being like you and me. I know that's impossible for you to consume and believe. He's infallible, which is the very core problem of all you glazer simps that keep on keeping on with it. And you guys provoke me to keep going with it, and I'm having a grand old time. This is like shaping up to be one of the greatest years ever, and I have you to thank, Mr. No Accountability. Okay, so you're assuming that Upchurch is the biggest celebrity I follow. That's a fact. There's a reason Adam uses Jelly Roll SEO and all his videos. Okay. This name, I'm just curious. The Jamie person, I just wanted to know if this was the OG Jamie that like got outed for lying about everything. Oh, and let me double down. Any Discord messages that you have, because I do remember there was one night when I was still very intimidated and overwhelmed with all the attention that I was like, oh my god, to this person. It was the OG Jamie, the liar, the fraud. Please, I don't want people to misunderstand me. I went and apologized to somebody people don't like, and I went to this chat. This is when they were trying to police where I went like a cult. So, if you got them, I'd love to reread them. I'll take a trip down memory lane. It's the hardcore covers ever hills. Hold on, that burn's going down, right? And he hit me with the coup de grace. This is his Oppenheimer moment, all right? None of the real fans got mad when he canceled the tour. Check his Instagram and read the thread. You're very mistaken or willfully ignorant. This is one of those, like, monkey can't see, so it doesn't exist situations. Anytime I get somebody that's so invested in following anybody around with the channel who's just talking about their own opinion that is not a flattering light of a celebrity or their icon or their own personal jerk off legend, like, it would not shock me if Mr. Tennessee here just rubbed one out to Mr. Church every day. And hey, you do you. You do you. While you're touching that grass, might even help. You know what? Let me just stay on the lane right here. I get distracted easily, right? It's all that fake water I'm drinking. So none of those fans were pissed off about the tour. I'm not even gonna bother open up that Instagram with all the threads. Look, the comments disabled here. Here we go. This is where his post is blaming Deerdorf, and there's the text messages. Yeah, all of these. Jesus, dude, all you do is cry now. The best thing I ever did was leave HB. This guy is a crybaby. So you're taking this out on Creek Squad instead. Oh, this guy's cooking. No, this girl's cooking. So you're taking this out on Creek Squad instead of those who are at fault. Some people had given up so much to come see one of your shows. You can't let someone influence how you treat everyone else. Especially though I'm sure your golden god is not bothered by a nobody YouTuber. That's this guy, okay? I don't pretend to be anything special. I just like to be live and share what I'm thinking, and as life goes on. It's my own personal documentary for me. For me. If you're along with on the ride, hallelujah. Thank you. But I'm this is literally debunking your claim that no fans were pissed. How many comments we got? Over 6,000. 6,000 plus comments, and the minority are the people that are like, oh yeah, you do you, all good. I've been following Ryan for nearly 10 years. I've watched him go through a lot and persevere. Here in the past year or so, I've watched him lose his shit. This has been very weird. I don't care what direction he takes, but he probably just needs to take a step back for a long while. I think I made my point, but Mr. No Accountability, Tennessee, no accountability, of impossible zero accountability, or my brain will break. If you could be one of the so-called fans and just speak the truth, instead of just thinking in glazed, you could maybe, possibly, with all that heart and passion you put into this simping shit, have an impact. But that's not going to be you. No, sir. Okay, the fake displaced ones, PBR sent over. PBR created non-Upchurch fans. He didn't just take away their fandom. He didn't say, you. I got your fandom over here. You can't get it back. The respect you had gone. Everything that you've seen that he did himself to make him look bad. Now I took the blinders off, and now you can see he didn't just give the blind eyes. People that could see for the entirety of this shitstorm are just now finally starting to speak out, and you can't sit there in your echo chamber getting ever so smaller and say that everything's fine. You're like the meme with the little dog in the fire that's saying, this is fine, as the fire slowly consumes the dog. That's you. I should have made that the thumbnail, but because I think you're trash, I just went with a random picture of trash. So, okay, all PBR's fault that Ryan has detractors. Sent over and Gobble sent over got mad. Oh, okay. Damn. I wonder how the actual creakers in that thread would feel if you said that to them. You're all just here and mad, not because you loved Ryan and cared about his well-being and appreciated the success of his legacy and or career. You're here because your mind was infiltrated by two YouTubers. Do you have two brain cells to rub together, man? Why are you so mad because you live in an apartment in Florida? Not an. Okay, sure. Yep, apartment. Because you say so. I'm just gonna play in alcoholic. Ooh, okay. So yes, I'm mad in Florida, and he lives in a multi-million-dollar estate. I can't get over myself. That's why I keep working, just out of spite of his career. That's why I've only been unemployed in the, let's see, been around for 40 years, started working at age 12. Longest I've been unemployed, 2 months. It's all been out of spite. Even before I learned about Crack Squad, Creep Squad, and all the new names you guys are getting that the algorithm is actually starting to recognize, which is a bad, sad thing. It means it's getting louder. Weird from another man to hater on another. You guys got to just check before you hit enter. It's cool. Weird for another man to hater on another man. I mean, aren't you just doing that to me right now? Only I'm far less of a public figure. Yes, I put myself out there for scrutiny. I'll give you this. At least you didn't pull the move that this loser did yesterday early morning when he just said, "You effing Jew." LMAO. But if you're not above that, feel free. I'll just put it in the pile. Just for musings, just for, give me something to a page turner. Don't worry. I'm not going to be one of those fools like, I'm taking y'all to court. Okay. Not that some people didn't have every damn reason, and we know that. So, yes, for being more successful than your entire family and all your favorite artists combined. Bro, okay. Favorite artists. I'll go bland mainstream real quick. Linkin Park, Bone Thugs and Harmony, Tupac, and I'm just going with the ones I grew up with. Okay, Fugees, like this. I was very grounded in hip hop. Nas, Notorious B.I.G. Like you. So yeah, Upchurch blew them out of the water with 3 million followers, with only about 5,000 active on YouTube, and about maybe 30 to 100 of you that shit your pants anytime somebody says something kind of not nice. Yeah, no, Upchurch is bigger than Tupac. Yeah. Okay, so my entire family, favorite artist combined, insert quarter, try again. I said TLDR, thanks for the engagement. Okay, yeah, I think at the time on my phone it looked way longer. Let's see. Was I blessed? Hey, what's up, Twisted? Yeah, Karma, I have to agree. There is somebody in this chat that I only if I get the blessing I will mention, but this is somebody I've mentioned very very recently, a lovely woman. Okay, she started a pro Ryan Upchurch channel, reactionary. She got embedded in the Creek Squad, now known as Crack Squad. Here we go. Okay, you don't mind? Then with your blessing, this lovely human being right here used to go by the name Yo Main Girl. She was passionate. She's still one of the most passionate human beings I've ever come across. What's up, White Dragon, Seafowls? Salute. So I do remember because she saw the very sudden, undeserved success that I got. I'm beyond the times where I'm like, oh, I wish all this didn't happen. No, I'm blessed. I'm glad it happened. It has helped me develop. It has helped me mature and get a thicker skin, which is necessary when you agree to do this. So, Yo Main Girl was just another innocent person trying to have a positive influence and have a positive impact within a community that preached all about being inclusive, welcoming. All you had to do was love the music, have a passion for country rap music or country music in general, and happen to appreciate Ryan Upchurch. Just Sherry here had that channel and was chased off by fools like Tennessee No Accountability. Wait. Was my new favorite YouTuber here just a bit earlier? Oh, okay. So I am being dubbed Dagburn 2. I happen to also think, real quick, before I get back to Just Sherry, at least, I know everybody is not without sin, right? I'd hope even AD would concede to that. But let's not forget, he started his whole career with, like, I'm the new sheriff in town, and I'm going to get all you Upchurch simps and he fell into the vat of Kool-Aid. He didn't just drink the Kool-Aid, he took a long, long swim and has yet to find the lifeboat or get the life jacket, the little floaties, put them on to float above the surface of the Kool-Aid. He is in it. And that's that. I'm glad I hear you, AD. You talk a lot about not giving a fuck. You're so unhinged and unfiltered, and it's amazing. And that's you, man. I have some monocule. I can't. It's a big word, and I'm gonna fail it. Monocule. I have some respect for you. You know, I remember when you first started out, you're like, I wanted to actually like collab with Progressive Patriot. I'm sure that's long past us. And look, when I visited your chat yesterday, just to say, hey, what's up, man? He just started on like, oh, now you're like Martha Speaks and Dagburn, man. But do you? Well, I'm doing it. Thanks for your permission, Sheriff Simpalot. That's okay. That's okay. All right. So, just to top this off, all right? Yo Main Girl is one of many innocents. This is the legacy of Crack Squad, Creep Squad, and Upchurch because of all of you toxic assholes. You chase everybody away that comes in with good intentions and is not prepared for a you gotta play it like us game. If you dare get off of the lane that they dictate you must follow from back to forward and finish, then you will be policed, harassed, terrorized, publicly humiliated, chased off. And this innocent person here, who had a fantastic channel, she still has, now she has a new channel, or at least a new name, and she's still at least trying. And I am absolutely grateful for that. I don't care. That's what people like AD do. All right, that seems to be the meat and potatoes of the man's content. He's not going to ever be recognized as a gaming channel. His algorithm's too screwed up, and he's got all the peons you'd expect. He's probably playing or clip sharing or whatever the shit, screen capping. And he likes to make fun of other people from his echo chambers while they all do grab ass and circle jerking. And that's all his legacy on YouTube is going to amount to, no matter how much he doesn't give a shit. It's what has been amusing is to see how far that goes with some of his not so fans. And it's his chat used to be very interesting chaos, but now it's just too simplicious. I can't really bear to watch it more than a few seconds because it's too predictable. I know what to expect. So if that's your bag, if that's your thing, head on over to his. I didn't earlier when I mentioned it in the video. I didn't even want to give him like his namesake out loud because he thrives off of that shit. And anyway, this is not about people like him, but people like him are the problem for the Upchurch camp because the camp is made of hypocrites. Hypocrites. Like, he couldn't even stick to the convictions of which he started out with, which was calling them all out. I'm the sheriff. Well, not the first time a lawman would be compromised, right? Happens to the best of us, man. Just let that out of your whole soul, man. Just say, I'm a simp, and that's my lane, and I'm okay with it. Look in the mirror and just rinse and repeat. Other than that, personally, I have no interest in revisiting it, but I'm sure he's going to make content out of all of it. Sherry / Yo Man Girl, I have the utmost respect for you. And just in general, while I can see him, hello, Gossip Crow, by the way, anybody that I don't recognize, just a generic hello. Maxwell, Minuscule, yeah, I like Minuscule better. Twisted 10, probably already said White Dragon. Seafowls, I can't wait. Him and I have a collab coming because he's recently gotten that Ryan Upchurch heat from the man himself, from the king of YouTube himself. Hold on, I need more of my. This is the juice that gets me by. I can't. I gotta. If they're gonna call me an alcoholic, I have to live up to it, man, or I'm gonna let the fans down. Ugh. Oh, that was clippable. Just use some AI and make it a whiskey bottle or something. Whatever floats thy boat. Just make sure it's not on the Kool-Aid Express. Yo, actions, man. I see you. I think I said everything I wanted to say. Let's see. Okay. Let's read everything. I never understood fan bases that worship someone. Like, you can be a fan of something, man. All right, this dude's spitting fire. This is cooking. I like the common sense of it. Just careful, man. Common sense is not celebrated, okay? If it was, well, some people's channels would get absolutely no attention, especially when they become glazovision and everybody that wants to stay in the echo chamber of just constant glazing and never acknowledging any wrongs. Common sense is not celebrated. So, yeah, hell, you can be a fan of multiple artists, whether they get along or not. Absolutely. The whole thing with like General A. Cal, Justin Time, Ryan Upchurch, you are damn well. Oh, and what was it, Chris Matthews too? Remember when Upchurch went after him because of some dude in his video? And then, doing a full 180 here, it ended up not looking good on him. You can like everybody and anybody you want to, and the only time I've ever personally experienced being told that I can't do that, which is so un-American, was when I was inundated by Crack Squad. And I'm so grateful that I lived through it, and I'm here to tell the tale. This is going to always be connected to me, and it will be one aspect of this channel. It's not going to be the entirety of it, but hell, if I went through it and I allowed myself to even have a single bead of sweat, I may as well have some fun with it here in the now, this being the future. So, I think I said all I wanted to say. See, fellas, I look forward to our collab. Corrupt Bloodhound Nation. Look forward to catching up with you. I got to find the comment where you left the email, but I fully understand the whole, you don't want to be too easily, contacted. Oh, you know what? Seafowls inspired me to find a little something. Let me dox my Facebook so people can harass me there. Seafowls, actually, his channel taught me about something. Here, let me. Oh, good, good. My screen is not sharing. He helped me learn of a crazy YouTube beef that went real life, and I just so happened to find it on another YouTuber's channel. And not that there's so much relevance, but you got to admit, we all have seen already where this kind of shit has gone real life. It's on a forever loading screen. I'm going to close some tabs, and if it doesn't load, it doesn't load, but I want to try, because stories like this I think are important, because people just seem to forget how silly and blind these fanatics. Fan is in fanatic for a reason, okay? It's just the step before you go full unhinged and do the ultimate stupid thing. Sadly, not loading, but it's the story about the YouTuber who went to Las Vegas, and somebody, just like Tennessee no accountability, followed him everywhere. They met up in Tennessee, sorry. They met up in Las Vegas, and the guy that was like following him via YouTube found him in real life, and there it went. An act of tragedy, complete senseless violence over YouTube nonsense. And the saddest thing is that the YouTube creator, the channel owner that was there having a good time with his wife and taking pictures, when he saw the guy, he understood to put YouTube beef away. It's secondary. We have our real freaking lives. Crystal, sweetheart, hello to you. That's one of the most beautiful people on the planet right there. She runs a channel, is an advocate and a published author, an advocate for people or survivors of domestic violence. And if you're about that kind of message, please, please give her channel a check out. You will not regret it. And I personally can tell you, I've known her since 1997. She has gone through it and is one of the strongest survivors ever. So give her all the love you can. If you can, I'd appreciate it personally. And Pitbulls, I adore you just the same. Okay. Now I'm glazing all of you. Look at that. See? No. See, I wish we would see more of this from the icons, the celebrities, glazing their fans instead of canceling tours and calling you a dumbass if you dare say something somewhat negative. So this is how it should be, right? And I'm sure some people would say, hey, what ACAL is doing is a PR stunt. He's calling people who pre-order his album. That's amazing. That shows me somebody that's in touch and grounded in reality. That is the coolest thing that somebody could do. You know, the original appeal to me of Ryan Upchurch wasn't the Rodney shit and that his true crime venture that did far more harm than it ever will do good, unless he can man up and say, I made some mistakes, which he has yet to do. It would be, oh shit. I'm sorry, I'm having a brain fart in real time. I'm just giving a clip to AD, just kidding. No, because he appeared to be so in touch with his fan base. When he came into my live chats, when Ryan Upchurch himself came in here, when I was covering some schizophrenic woman that thought he was speaking to her through his albums, and I covered that. I it was a fun one, but it was also disturbing. It was absolutely disturbing. It was a woman that said out loud and on a YouTube live or pre-record video she was going to do violence onto him. So yeah, I got the word out at that time, and I just thought it was cool. Like, wow, this guy is wealthy, he's famous, and he's going around and bothering with the little people. And I thought, wow, neat. Then I saw what he did to the little people that didn't fall in line or behave accordingly or sip the Kool-Aid. And that was the biggest slap in the face. The fact that a whole community got mad at me and their so-called kings and queens, their gatekeepers, got upset that I apologized to another man for the behavior of one of their own on my live stream. That was enough to have people turn on me, told me everything I needed to know. And I shared this with CFOWs, had no intention of sharing this. I'm actually actively attempting to chase away all of the subscribers that are here for a Glaze channel, because I think there can be no more of a pathetic existence, legacy on the internet other than somebody just being there to play PR and defense for somebody that does wrong and can't admit to it. So if that's the legacy you truly want to have, which will all be forgotten inevitably, but this shit is going to be on the internet forever, I'm glad I washed my hands of it. And I found God of my understanding. I found liberation in prayer. I will not claim to be a Christian. I don't know what I am, but I have found peace in life. And as long as I'm working, as long as I'm able to take care of the people I love and able to vent a little bit, I feel blessed. I feel amazing. And nobody's little snarky comments or screen capping live streams with sassy remarks is going to change how empowered or positive I feel. That's mine. You can't have it. And I know the conflict, the inner conflict of every fucking simp out there, and you cannot tell me otherwise. You know, day in and day out, you wake up, before you hit the live, you're probably like, oh shit, I know what I have to do because it's what I've already advertised I'm all about. And if I go away from this straight line, then the people won't recognize what the channel's about. So I'm stuck in this gig. Otherwise, it'll all crumble. I'm looking forward to having a mass exodus and starting anew. And it's better to start anew from somewhat of a little higher bit of a place than where I started. So all in all, whatever the case, even with lessons learned in tow, grateful for everything, wouldn't change a thing. And all the threats of Discord leaks and whatever, do your worst. Do your worst. I've forgiven myself and just about damn near everyone. I just like to commentate on everything. I'm a gabber, clearly. I'm a manic person. This is my catharsis, and I'm thankful to everybody who joins me on this ride. And with that being said, God bless. Take care. I'm going to hit the H2O super hard tonight, guys. Much love. Happy Father's Day, of course.